Makira, Michelle, Rodgers. Okay, this is my favorite part about season 3 because both the seasons, both season 1 and 2, were all about storytelling, but season 2 had more storytelling than season 1. This is an actual story that is literally gradual, literally, and gratifies over time, and this is literally Makira's debut to my channel. So who is Makira Michelle Rodgers? She's my street sister, my stepsister, literally in training, in actual family genetics. Metaphorically speaking, this is the best story on my channel. Now what I did was I cut stories short doing my channel, literally, and I only gave you literally the good parts because I was a rapper at the time. So this is all upon my long-term plan with season 3, along with Timothy Delgado, along with Tim the Delgado. So season 1 and 2 was all about Arturo and how he used to gaslight me. You see how I went into more detail literally in the previous video? This is a story that goes full detail and in depth to a point where it makes you sick, like watching One Piece over and over and over again, like the hint of me in history class. So it started off with me literally being a junior in high school, wearing fly outfits every single day, trying to get girls like Deepa, trying to get girls like Alex, trying to get girls like Andrea, or a purple and green literally checkerboard, jacket, no, sweatshirt like the Joker. It was absolutely practical and amazing. Now, she comes from the old era of, go dumb, go hyphy, literally when the Nike era literally first started. The point where she was the inventor of turf, literally, that dance move I do with my hands, literally, she was literally there in Oakland, literally when the shit first started, so she can tell literally from a real from a fake because her boyfriend's name is Dimitri, and all her friends in Dimitri have guns. It was awesome, it was the most awesome shit ever. What ended up happening was literally I was walking, on alongside her high one day, literally, and what she did was like stand right next to me and keep walking with me so I don't get hurt. This is a story about me walking with a girl every single day down the street and me not fucking her, and literally that's a good thing. Because he shows you why girls are multidimensional. Unfortunately, in my generation, they are very one-dimensional, which is the main fact why I couldn't get a girlfriend in high school. He puts emphasis on that, well, all the girls can dance too, just like the guys back in her generation. In my generation, nobody, can't dance, so it's really crazy because he told me to forward one a heads up on women. She told me to wear more expensive outfits, to always keep 100 people, in women at all times. She did was this, she followed me every single day and I walked outside of her literally looking for a way to smoke, looking for a way to do this and that. And it was amazing because Makira Michelle Rodgers, what she did was this, literally. She was showing me the ways of the game by literally reading Playboy magazines, literally she invited me over to her house and we watched Basketball Wives. She was a gangster, but she was a really gangster, but she was also a very nice person. What ended up happening, to her is one day, we got high and I started, talking to her about my personal problems in school, how I can't get a girlfriend, literally how I, literally feel like I'm such a deep person. What she explained to me was, it's the exact same reason, that I am a deep person is why I can't relate to other kids. Literally, and she was out front and open to me saying that the other kids are going to parties. Now, contrary to my family and what you believe, she actually told me I was more mature than I thought I was. Literally, and she told me the only reason, why those things aren't happening is because I'm not doing anything different, outside of anime. So what happened is she would slap music on her phone, literally listening to, great podcasts, literally, and listening to shit like, Messy Marv, Be Legit when he first came out. And she had, our daughter named Samaya. Samaya is young, Samaya is a punk. She's a good punk because literally she knows how to fight. And what I mean by that is that her mother taught her how to fight literally through and through so she won't have the problem that I was in school. Constantly I was walking with her, Samaya, every single day, literally, so I'm thinking to myself, what is this guy, literally, with more potential, literally walking with, an elderly woman and her daughter every single day. Now, if you do the research, that means I'm actually mature. That means I need, a more mature woman to have a more mature conversation. And so what ends up happening is we sit back, literally, and we get high, and I show her one of my animated music videos, and she actually knew, living up. The more I hung out with her, the more I figured out about good people. So what happened is she dragged on a conversation about me in school saying, don't let anybody get you down, literally saying, literally fuck those girls in school, saying that literally I'm a good person. If you know you're a good person on the inside, literally it shouldn't matter what other people think. Literally, the only one that has to keep it 100 if you is yourself. So the more we continued walking, the more cool I got with Makira over time. So it got down to the point where she started to play that song for Lily, Mike Epps or Mike something Lily, and said like, whoa, Lily. So what ended up happening was the song goes like this, like roll. You know how I'm eloquent, like Ukuyora, how I'm calm, cool, and collect, right? Lily, I didn't think it was funny at first, but she kept on saying it, like whoa. So it happened a couple more times. She kept on asking a question, kept on asking the question on Spotify, like roll. So I finally gave in when I was high. I started saying like roll, and then she was like and so she went inside, and then I went outside for a second, literally, and she didn't know it, because when she was inside, I was taking advantage of the situation, and literally, I was putting my hand against my fucking chest, pretending to be a retard and shit, and I was like, bro, and then I kept the secret away from her. And so she opened the door after I was making fun of her, literally, and she was like, where have you been, literally? I'm like, I was just listening. She was like, no, you weren't, you're dancing around laughing to that, like, mo shit. And this shit was hella hilarious, and she was hella fucking funny, all the way to the point she brought her friend named Skip over. And then Skip asked if he could listen to my iPod. Now, I was very cautious of the situation, I was very defending of the situation because Courtney, basically stole my iPod. Lily was there where another Mexican guy stole my iPod. I was like, no, and then Skip said, I promise. And later on, literally, we got high, literally, Skip was all like, this should slap potato cakes. So to keep it 100, with Makira, our relationship was very live and intricate. And it was very monstrous. Because he taught me as, in order to be a man, I have to, keep it 100 in order to protect the woman. It was very gangster and very, demeanor of how she came by. The only problem is she is from the older generation. She does come with the older generation's problem. But other than that, Makira was a pure 100%. Fuck with Sanji, she fuck with Chris, she fuck with everybody and spoke quotes. But yeah, this is the story of Makira Michelle Rodgers.